and I'm here to entertain you, present Just Been Paid to you tonight. I'm looking at my microphone. I don't see much going on. Let me turn it up here. Does that help any? Is that okay for my microphone right there? Leave it right there. Can everybody hear me okay?
Placement.
Too loud?
Number 1 and 2, okay?
That's good.
That's real
loud
easy
and clear.
After the first one. So let's go on. I already spent 2 hours trying to
Too loud?
do it live.
Too loud, man. So turn it down just a little bit. Turn it around just a little bit. Well, I've got my new laptop today. I've had it sitting around since June or July. Brand new laptop sitting around, 17-inch monitor. I thought, hey, that would be nice to have. And I need it in case my other laptop goes bad. And my other laptop just started going bad. I can't. Yeah, my other laptop's pretty much dead. So I really had to transfer all the files from one laptop to the other. My goodness, thank goodness I'm a computer expert, quote unquote, also. Otherwise, my goodness, they might make it so difficult for you to transfer files from one computer to another, and computers die every couple of years, right? Thanks for the feedback on the audio. My picture's not up there for everybody to see. I had to turn off my video camera to make sure nobody can see my webcam. So I don't look my best every day, that's for sure. Remember, I work at home with my screaming children, complaining wife, neighing horses, barking dogs, meowing cats, barring goats. That about wraps it up. If you don't like working at home, then go find a job. So, hope this is not being recorded tonight. Welcome to Just Been Paid. What a great place to be. Everybody makes money. Nobody loses any money. It's a one-of-a-kind program. One-of-a-kind program on the internet. I asked somebody for a comparable program, and I did get one email the other day, and it was a program. They said something like, it didn't look good. It said something about being sustainable, but not indefinitely sustainable. It had matrices that, unless they have some kind of special trick in the matrices, they're just going to stall. So that doesn't help the program either. You realize the JSS matrices we have in our system do not stall. You want to call 20 days? It takes 20 days to fill a premium placement ad. You want to call that stalling? That is not stalling at all. In fact, over the last year and a half, premium placements have gone from one day, filling in 1 day, to 20 days. A year and a half, it goes up to 20 days. When we add new programs to the system, it's going to be even shorter. When we add platinum upgrades, it's going to be even much, much shorter. Really a fantastic system we have here. You cannot compare other programs to Just Been Paid, at least at this point. I have not seen a program that compares to Just Been Paid at this point. You're still welcome to send me, yes, I'm biased. So if the other program doesn't look as good as Just Been Paid, I'm going to tell you that, obviously. And unless it comes out and says we are indefinitely sustainable, it does not meet the requirements. It has to be a program that comes out and says, yes, we are also indefinitely sustainable, just like other programs you've seen. We are We have a system that's designed to be indefinitely sustainable. If you can find a program like that, let me know. If it doesn't say that, indefinitely sustainable, then it's probably not. So it's not worth your time. Certainly not worth your money, because you could lose it. Don't invite your friends and family to it. You need to be joining programs that are specifically designed to be indefinitely sustainable. Everybody have a good time on yesterday. Yesterday we had Dominic speaking to you. He's presenting Just Been Paid, so to speak. Presenting Just Been Paid, answering questions, right? Talking a little bit about current events. I gave him a few pieces of information that might be a little bit interesting for everybody, but there's not a lot going on right now, is there? We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Let's first, as I always do, welcome the new members to the room. We had, let me check it, 4,275 members joined Just Been Paid yesterday. 4,376 the day before, 4,524 the day before, 4,700, 4,700, 4,400, 4,200, consistently over 4,000, sometimes over 4,700. We almost had 5,000 the other day. A lot of people signing up for Just Been Paid to take a look. Now, why is that the case? Why are so many people signing up to take a look at Just Been Paid every single day? That many people. Well, one, of course, our promoters are wanting to make more money. Our promoters make up to $500 per day per referral, and much more than that once the referral also gets JSS positions, and up to $250 per day per referral. Level 2 commissions. That's one of the reasons we have so many people signing up every day. Another reason, we give everybody that signs up $10 to spend on your first JSS Tripler position. We just credit $10 to your JSS Tripler account. You can log right into JSS Tripler and spend your $10 on your first JSS Tripler position. That gets you started earning money right away. Another reason so many people are signing up, obviously, is because they might have heard somewhere, or they read on the website, that we are specifically designed to be indefinitely sustainable. We are indefinitely sustainable. We even have a patent that covers us. The patent doesn't exactly describe how we do business at Just Been Paid, obviously, but in general terms, yes. There's a main program, and the feeder program, JSS Tripler, has to restart every once in a while and put positions into JSS to keep the feeder programs going, because the feeder programs, for example, JSS Tripler is a feeder program for JSS. JSS Tripler eventually cannot pay out the daily earnings anymore, because the JSS Tripler system by itself is not indefinitely sustainable. But because of our trick that we use called the JSS Tripler Restart, it is indefinitely sustainable because it gets combined with JSS, and JSS is indefinitely sustainable. We have two different programs. One's called JSS, one's called JSS Tripler. Don't get them confused. It's been suggested that we change the names to completely different names. Might be a good idea. But in any case, we have a lot of people signing up because they're hearing information that they like to hear. There are many, many programs out there where you can make 1% every day, 2% per day, even 3% per day. But you can only do that for a short period of time in these so-called HYIP programs. And that's why HYIP programs are even outlawed by advertising websites, by the Attorney General, I'm sure, by the SEC, by the FTC. HYIP programs are pretty much outlawed worldwide. HYIPs only pay out for a few months and then they stop paying out. Everybody else loses their money. MLM programs, they're out there too. The people that make money in MLM know how to promote their affiliate website, know how to build teams, teams to fill their matrix, teams who build their teams, who build their teams, who build their teams, to build great big matrices, also known as. But MLMs are legal normally if they're created properly, if they have a product, and if you can buy the product without participating in the compensation plan and so forth and so on. MLM companies normally will not let you make lots and lots of money. HYIPs do, but only for a short period of time. MLMs do not unless you are skillful, unless you're good at recruiting or building teams. Teams of lots of people. And sometimes you have to build a team of hundreds or even thousands of people to make a decent paycheck. In Just Been Paid, you only have to find one person to earn a big paycheck. If that one person that you find really likes our system and starts spending $5,000 a day, you earn $500 a day. If they start going on and finding other people who spend $5,000 a day, you start making $250 a day from each one of those people. You can make a lot of money in Just Been Paid, in JSS Tripler in particular. That's why people are advertising Just Been Paid. That's a big reason, obviously. The program that I was promoting before I started very much with Just Been Paid made me $7. In 2 months, it made me $7. As near as I can remember, it made me $7 in profit. Just Been Paid made me right away hundreds of dollars. Over time, Just Been Paid has made me over $100,000. And I'm looking for much, much, much more money than that in the next few months. Making thousands of dollars and now, every week, planning on making tens of thousands of dollars every week as soon as things get going here. We just had what we call our restart about a month ago. That was a dramatic experience. The first two restarts were fairly dramatic. People had a huge decline in their daily earnings. Future restarts are going to be designed to greatly decrease the number of JSS Tripler positions that will be converted to JSS positions. So your daily earnings will not be affected anywhere as near as much as they were during the first two restarts. So you don't have to believe me, just wait till the next restart, then you'll see. Let's see. Maybe we should do a restart soon so that everybody sees how the restarts are done in the future. I don't think Frederick necessarily wants to do that, but it is an idea that we were talking about the other day. So we're doing very well right now. Just Been Paid is growing and growing and growing. Had some of our best days this past week. Most members signing up ever. Most money coming into the system ever. Millions of dollars sitting around on the Just Been Paid accounts. That's the way a good running system is. Good running system has millions of dollars sitting around doing nothing. Everybody's making money. Nobody's losing any money. The system works. The servers are all up and running the way they're supposed to be. Even though we're growing so fast, the servers are still working. I think they went down. Every once in a while they get a little bit overloaded. We're working on increasing the performance of our system. Sometimes it runs a little bit slow. We're working on that. In fact, if you see things on our website that could be improved, keep in mind, yes, we probably know that they could be improved. We probably know that already. But we work on the first things first. We work on the most important things first. And that's a big reason why we're so successful. Just Been Paid is among the most successful programs that the Internet has ever seen. And one of the reasons, of course, so the biggest reason is that we concentrate on what's most important. Frederick Mann is the owner of the system, the owner of the company. He makes the big calls. I make the smaller calls. If we have something big to decide, Frederick makes the decision. If we have something little to decide, I make the decision. If we have something smaller to decide, we have directors in place, managers in place. They can make decisions, obviously, too. We've got over 30 people working now, full-time, some of them 7 days a week, helping members be successful in this program. That's a pretty good size organization. It's going to be many more than that by the time we get done. Now, what do I mean done? We're growing in size. We're doubling in size every couple of months. Every month or two, we're doubling in size. If we continue to do that, obviously, we're going to need a lot more people to help us. That's one of the reasons we're going to put up a job announcement. I guess that's what you call it, job announcement board, so you can see which jobs we're offering. We're always going to be needing new people. If you think you can help us, let us know. In a system the size of Just Been Paid, there are many, many things that we need to do. And we're behind on just about everything we do. We could do everything a little bit faster if we had more qualified people to help us. So if you have some skills that you think that you could help us, that could help us, let us know. We're growing incredibly. We're doing a great job. You are at the right place because we're doing so well. We're doing extremely well. And we're happy to have every new member aboard. As long as you behave yourself. As long as you behave yourself. We don't like it when you write long letters and threaten us with some weird threats, or what else do people do? If you're just confused and like some assistance, we love those emails. That's what we're here for. If you're angry, we'll help you figure things out. That's no problem. Just try to be respectful to us, and we'll be respectful back to you. We have a lot of assistants here at Just Been Paid. We have our, how many? 10 or 15 people working in this conference room. Is Cindy here tonight? Must be. How many people do we have working for you right now, Cindy? So sometimes this room's open 24/7. Probably she doesn't know because we got so many. 19? How come you get so many people working for you? 19 people working in this room? Wow. 19 people just working in this room to help people be successful. Of course, I hope you have it open 24/7 now. With 19 people, you must be open here 24/7 now. Good. We really, really appreciate the help that the moderators give us in this room. Remember, the moderators are pretty smart people. Thanks, Leo. You're right. The moderators are pretty smart people. They're in here all day long sometimes. They get all of the questions about how the website's working, how the website's not working, all the most popular questions. They're pretty smart. So first, come in this room to get your questions answered. It's a great place. You can get your questions answered within seconds. Within seconds. But be aware if they cannot answer your questions, they might have to send you over to the help desk. And in the help desk, we have the ability to escalate your question or problem all the way to the owner of the company if we need to. Just might take a little bit more time. We're doing much, much better in the help desk now. I don't know if one of the Susan or Talon is here to tell us tonight how long it takes for help desk requests to be answered. That'd be a good piece of information tonight, wouldn't it? But yes, sometimes it takes a lot longer to get your questions answered, but sometimes you probably get an answer within a day or two, right? Cindy, 5 to 7 days, are you sure? You sure it still takes that long? I like to tell people, if you've been trying to make money on the internet for 10 years and you haven't been successful yet, you can wait for your help desk request to be answered. Just be patient. You're at the right place. We have lots of time. It's not like you're sitting on a time bomb and we're going to close it any day now, and you got to get your money out quick. That's the way it is with many, many programs on the internet. It really, really is. Welcome to Just Been Paid. You're at the right place. You have a lot of help. 19 people working in this room. We also have another 4 people working in the JSS training room, teaching you how to cycle your JSS positions. That's part of our system, the JSS system. Then we have several people working over in the marketing training room. The marketing training room. They have webinars 8 times a week, twice a day, 8 times a week. You get an email every time one takes place. So you can't complain that you don't get notified. Unless you opt out. You can opt out too if you don't like the marketing emails. If you have no intention ever to learn how to promote your website and make the big money without spending any of your own money, then you can just opt out of those emails. But otherwise, we notify you whenever a conference is taking place, a webinar is taking place. The JSS training, that takes place on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday evenings. In fact, this evening, some of you were probably over at the JSS training. Hope that went well today. We've got some very positive comments that have come from that room. So, I'm still welcoming the new members. When I get done welcoming the new members and introducing a little bit more how Just Been Paid works, then we're going to go over some current events. I'll tell you what's going on today, what's going to be going on in the next few days, and then we're going to open up the room to your questions. So please be patient. We're still introducing the new people. There's surely a few new people in this room tonight who need proper introduction to what we're doing at Just Been Paid. So, at Just Been Paid, you have a lot of assistance to help you be successful. Of course, we have FAQs and tutorials and videos, success courses. We sell success training too. You get your first success training for free. We have all those things also, but our main part of the system is where we sell advertising. Just Been Paid sells advertising. Now, some of our affiliate websites don't really talk much about the advertising site because it's not up yet. The advertising site is still not up yet. If you know of a good advertising system, we're still looking for one. An advertising / surfing system, we're still looking for one. We're looking for the best one to meet our needs. Let us know. If you have the right one that we should be using for our system, that should be up soon. We sell advertising at Just Been Paid. That's our main product. You get advertising credits that you can spend later when our advertising site is up and running by buying positions in JSS Tripler and JSS. And we highly recommend that you start with JSS Tripler because it's so much easier. And in most people will tell you you make more money in JSS Tripler. You make more money faster, and you make more money in JSS Tripler. So start out with JSS Tripler. Just log into Just Been Paid. Click on JSS Tripler. Follow the 3 steps to fund your account and buy JSS Tripler positions. Buy as many positions as you can afford. The more money you spend, the more money you make. Because when you buy these advertising credits, we reward you highly. The advertising system that we have is not going to cost us much money. Our system that we have in place does not cost much money compared to the amount of money that we move in sales. So we simply give you back more money than you put in. You buy $1,000 of advertising, we give you back $1,500 within 75 days. There are a few exceptions to that, but normally that's what happens. If you buy $100 of advertising, $100 of JSS Tripler positions, right, you get back $150. 2% per day for the first 50 days, you'll have your $100 back. For the next 25 days, you get back a profit of $50. That's 150% profit. You get that in 2.5 months or 75 days. That is incredible. Don't let anybody tell you that's not incredible. That is incredible. And if you can do that month after month and even compound your earnings by using your daily earnings to buy new positions, you can earn more and more money every day. In fact, you can earn more and more money faster. So you don't actually just earn $60 per month. Yeah, 2% per day times 30 days. That's $60, 60% per month. You actually earn even more than that if you compound your money. Maybe it's 80% per month. But you earn an awful lot of money by buying advertising. We give you all the money back plus more. We do that to inspire you to spend your money. The more money you spend, the more money we make, the more money everybody makes. We simply give you back all kinds of money, a lot more than you put in order to get you to do something. Because if we told you you're only going to make 10% a year or something like that, everybody would yawn. Nobody would be interested. Nobody would be here tonight. 10% per year is boring. It's a lot more than a bank will give you, but it's still very boring. People like the idea of getting 2% per day. And that's why we have JSS Tripler set up, to get everybody motivated to buy advertising. And like I said, we give you more money back. In fact, we give you so much money back that we have to restart our system every few months. Remember, you cannot pay out 2% per day forever without using some kind of trick to keep the system running. And our trick is called the restart. What we do during a restart is convert a portion of your JSS Tripler positions into JSS positions. It's a way of life at Just Been Paid. You have to get used to it. It happens every few months. Every time we do it, some people get all upset. They tell us that they were not informed that we do that. They make all kinds of excuses. But not everybody, obviously. It's a very small amount of people. But the fact is, we do have restarts. We have to have them. And what we do during a restart is we convert your JSS Tripler positions, or some of them. In the future, it's going to be a much smaller position than we did before. Convert them into JSS positions. JSS positions are matrix positions, 2x2 matrix positions. They pay out a rebate of $60 when you get your 2x2 matrix filled. It takes 6 people to fill your matrix. And you don't have to promote your website. You don't have to find anybody else to join. You don't have to have any referrals. You don't have to sponsor anybody. You don't have to recruit anybody, whatever you want to call it, in order to get your $60 rebates. All you have to do is buy placements and placement upgrades. You simply leverage your money, or you simply spend money in order to get your matrices to fill. That's the simple way of looking at it. We even give you training on how to do it, but actually all you do is just buy placements for level 1, spots number 2 and 1 and 2 in your matrix. When those spots fill, it takes 20 days to fill premium placements, and a lot of times when you buy placements, your upline will upgrade the placements that you bought to premium. So just buy placements. Do it right away. So every time you get a matrix position in JSS, buy placements. It will save you about 30 days in your cycling. You'll get your rebates about 30 days earlier if you simply buy placements for spots number 1 and 2 in each of your matrices right away when you get your matrices, JSS matrix positions. And then wait a few weeks or a month or 2, and then sort your matrix positions by almost full matrices on top. We teach you how to do that in the JSS training, remember? So what I'm telling you now is just a quick overview. And then you should be able to get those matrix positions to cycle in another 20 days by buying placements and placement upgrades for the last couple of positions in your matrix. That happens all the time. There are different strategies on what you can do. You can buy more placements and more upgrades faster. That will help you keep your money moving faster, but you won't make as much profit. Or you can buy placements and placement upgrades more slowly, more conservatively, get your rebates a little bit slower, but in the end you make more money. It's up to you. We teach you how to do it in the JSS training room 3 times a week, live in a webinar. In fact, we will log into other Just Been Paid member accounts and show you how their member areas look, instruct them on how to cycle their JSS positions, and then you'll know how to cycle your JSS positions. That was a lot of detail tonight, wasn't it? I don't usually go into so much detail. Welcome to Just Been Paid. You're at the right place. You can make a lot of money by simply buying JSS tripler positions. Some of them are going to end up being JSS positions. Get used to it. It's easy to cycle JSS positions. Most of your money is normally going to come from JSS tripler earnings. As time goes on, more and more of your money, more and more of your earnings will come from JSS. That's the first way to make money in our system. That's the way that some of our top 20 earners have done exclusively. There are some people in our top 20 earners. They're located on the Just Been Paid blog. There are some people on that list who have never, ever sponsored anybody into the program. They've never referred anybody. They've never recruited anybody. They've never shown their affiliate website to anybody. They haven't done anything like that. And they're still in our top 20 earners that Just Been Paid. What does that go to show you? You do not have to sponsor anybody to make a lot of money. That's the first way to make money in our system. Simply buy JSS tripler positions. There's a second way to make money in our system. It's called find other people who buy JSS tripler positions. It's really simple. You buy the positions, or you find other people who buy the positions. When you find other people who buy the positions, other people are buying the advertising, not you. You make up to $500 per day per referral. You make $1 per position that they buy. They buy 100 positions a day. You make $100 a day. I've made $100 a day from one referral many times. I've made $250 a day from referrals several times. You can make a lot of money by referring other people. So if you do not have any money to your name, use method number 2. Don't be shy. You don't have any excuses. You do not have an excuse. You do not have a good excuse not to get started in this program. You have every reason to move forward and start doing your best today, because lots of other people have already made lots of money. You can do it too. Just follow the simple instructions. Follow the simple instructions is one of the most important things I say every day, because it's really true. You want to learn how to drive a truck? Be a truck driver? You need to follow the instructions. Somebody's going to tell you how to do it. You're going to go to truck driving school. You're going to go to some kind of trade school to be a professional truck driver, possibly. You're just going to learn from somebody by sitting next to them. I don't know how to be a truck driver. I'm not a truck driver. But you have to follow the simple instructions. Otherwise, you will not be a truck driver. You want to get a job as a truck driver, you're probably going to have to show up to work on time. Probably going to have to change your clothes every once in a while to make sure you don't stink. Those are some of the requirements to be a truck driver. If you want to make money at Just Been Paid, you also have to follow simple steps. If you do not follow those simple steps, and some of them are kind of weird, some of them are things that you've never done before. If you do not follow those steps, you will probably not make any money. Because there are only 2 ways to make money in our program, like I just told you. Buy JSS tripler positions. Find other people who buy JSS tripler positions. That is it. If you're trying to think of another way to make money in our system, you're wasting your time. Those are the only two ways. So follow the steps. If the steps say you have to set up an Alert Pay account or a Solid Trust Pay account or a Liberty Reserve or a Perfect Money account, and you have a PayPal account already, then you have to set up an Alert Pay account or a Solid Trust Pay or a Liberty Reserve or a Perfect Money account, because those are the only ways you can make your payments and buy positions in JSS Tripler. Simple steps. But if you start making excuses like, I only have PayPal, I don't have these other accounts, you're not going to make any money. You're not going to be able to participate. You have to follow the simple steps. They're not that difficult, but they're different. If you want to make money using method number one, you have to give money to somebody that you don't know. Frederick Mann is the owner of the program. All the money goes to him, and he makes sure you get back more money than you put in. You have to trust him to do that. There is no guarantee. There are no guarantees at Just Been Paid. Did I say that? Yep, there are no guarantees. But we are going to do the best we can to give you back your money when you planned on it. What we claim is what we try to do the best we can. Because the owner of the company makes lots of money. The members make lots of money. Everybody makes lots of money if we continue to do what we're supposed to be doing. So believe me, we are going to give you your money back. If you want a real sure thing, you're going to have to put your money into a bank somewhere. But if you want a pretty sure thing, Just Been Paid is the right place. If you want something that's risky, go somewhere else. There are all kinds of places on the internet where you can spend lots of money, and a lot of times you're going to lose it because those places are risky. Our system is not risky. It's probably the system with the least risk that you're going to find where you can make lots of money. I make some pretty big claims. I know. At Just Been Paid, I make some very big claims. Sometimes I tell people we're probably going to be one of the top internet websites on the planet. If we keep going the way we're going, we're going to go to number 1 or 2 or 10 or 20. We're going to be right up there with the top websites. If we keep going the way we're going to be replacing the bank system. Sounds pretty crazy, I know. If we keep going the way we're going, we're going to be making a lot of waves. We're going to be upsetting a lot of big banks, authorities, governments, because we're giving away money to everybody. We're giving everybody a chance to make all kinds of money. It's true. If we can keep on going the way we're going, if this system really is indefinitely sustainable, it's really going to be incredible. So, welcome to Just Been Paid. You're at the right place. You can make a lot of money. There are 2 ways to make money. I told you that. We have a lot of support, a lot of help for you to answer all your questions. All you have to do is follow the simple instructions. We teach you how to market your website if you want to learn how to do that. There are some things you're going to see on our site that are going to hurt your eyes and your ears. I talked about that. We concentrate on the things that are most important first, and then we're going to do everything else. And we're doing a great job. Believe me, we're doing a very good job. We sell advertising and success training. I think I've gone over everything tonight. Welcome to Just Been Paid. You are at the right place. You don't have to look anywhere else because we have exactly what you need, and no other program out there that I know of does have exactly what you need. If you want money, lots of it, and you want to make it reliably, and you don't want to lose any money, as far as I know, we are the only place. I know these are big claims. I know they are. But it's true. At this point in time, we are the only system where your money is not at big risk, where you're pretty much guaranteed to make money. In MLMs, you don't really have risk, but you're going to lose. You're not going to make any money probably. And in HYIPs out there are very good chances you're going to lose your money. And your family's going to lose their money, and your referrals are going to lose their money. There are a very good chance that that's going to happen. Not at Just Been Paid. Okay, let's talk about current events. And after a few minutes of current events, then we'll open up the room to questions. Any questions that you have, I'll be answering them this evening. I don't know all the answers, but I certainly know most of them. It used to be just Frederick and I and Mark, our programmer, one of our programmers. Now we have 19 moderators in this room, I'm told. Incredible. I'm not laughing at you, Cindy. I'm laughing with you. We offer a lot of people a lot of help in this room, so we need a lot of people to help us out. So get your questions ready. Get them to the moderators, and in a few minutes I'll be answering questions that the moderators place in the room. I'll only read and answer the questions that are in red, because otherwise I will get way too far behind. I used to do that. I used to answer all the questions, and it just didn't work. There's way too many questions. Good. Current events. We're still in, I guess we're at the tail end of a restart now, I can say. We're not in the middle of a restart anymore. We're 3/4 of the way through the restart placements, the placing of your JSS positions as a result of the restart. 3/4 of the way. Tomorrow will be over 3/4 of the way, and so forth and so on. So give us a few more days, maybe a week or two. 2 weeks probably is too much, but another week or so. Everybody should have their JSS positions by then. Get used to the restarts. One of the things we're going to be doing soon is creating a restart recovery page. It will tell you what the restart's all about, what you need to do. I'm going to tell you really quickly what you need to do. You're going to have JSS positions suddenly that you didn't have before. Buy placements for each of your JSS positions that you receive as soon as you receive them, so that you can get them started cycling. And then be patient. It's going to take a couple of months for them to pay out. JSS triplet positions pay out daily. JSS matrix positions pay out every few months, every 2 or 3 months, every 4 or 5 months, sometimes every 6 or 8 months, depending on how your JSS position develops. Each position you receive is worth $60 when it matures. Be happy you got them, because in a normal HYIP out there, you would have just lost your money. So we are in the middle of a JSS tripler restart. It will take another couple of weeks. Be happy to get your JSS positions, and when you get them, take care of them. One of the next things we're going to be doing, we always get sidetracked with all kinds of other things. One of the next things we'll be doing is called unless we come up with a new name for it by then, the Regional Representatives page. This is going to be huge. Are you ready? If you haven't heard about this, you're going to be surprised. what we're going to do is let anybody and everybody who is a member of Just Been Paid opt in and become automatically, without any filtering or interview process or any kind of review process, everybody will be able to put their information, their contact information, on the regional representatives page. Now, in the United States or in an English-speaking country, that would probably not be very interesting. We're probably going to have hundreds or even thousands of English-speaking representatives on our English-speaking regional representatives page. So when you go to the regional representatives page and say, well, my language is English, and I'm in the United States, you'll probably see lots and lots of people from the United States who are Just Been Paid members who are glad to help you. Now, let's say you speak Chinese. Let's pick on the Chinese people today. If you speak Chinese, most Americans or most English-speaking people do not speak Chinese. They cannot help you. We do not have any help at Just Been Paid for Chinese-speaking people. No documents, no websites, no help desk, no moderators that do Chinese that I know of. Probably have those, but we're not going to be able to help you. But if you go to our regional representatives page, and that will be coming out soon, hopefully sometime this week, you will be able to choose your language. Let's say you're Chinese, you just choose Chinese. Then you will see a list of all of the members at Just Been Paid who want to be contacted by you to get help in Chinese. And we're also going to tell you what country they're from. If they're from China, that might be good for you. If they're from the United States and they speak Chinese, maybe that's not that interesting for you. The regional representatives page is really going to be good. It's going to give support, assistance to all wannabe members at Just Been Paid who cannot speak English. Very, very powerful concept. And that'll be coming out hopefully sometime this week. And I'll tell you in a second what you got to do to get ready for that. It's not that difficult to get ready for it, and you can become if you want to be a regional representative, you don't have to email anybody. All you have to do is wait. All you have to do is wait. You simply wait for us to activate the regional representatives page, and it will happen this coming week or so. And when you want to be on the regional representatives page, all you have to do is log into Just Been Paid and click on Profile. Or maybe, who knows, maybe we'll even have a new button there. But as far as I know, all you're going to do is click on Profile, and then you just make sure that your information is correct on that page. And then you just click on the button that says, or the checkbox that says, opt in to the regional representatives page. And immediately, your information will show up on the regional representatives page. How about that? Now, if you want to take it down because too many people are contacting you, then just opt out of the regional representatives page, and then your contact information will disappear from the regional representatives page. You'll also be able to tell people if you have a special blog or if you have a special website that you have set up in Chinese, or you have a special rotator that you have for everybody that signs up under you for the Chinese people, or you have conference calls. See what I'm saying? It's really, really going to be great. Really going to be fantastic. It's going to open up the world of Just Been Paid to everybody on the planet. It doesn't matter what language you speak. Okay? It's really, really going to be good. Hold on, I'll be right back. I just got to let the dog in. Hold on, please. It's going to be really, really great. It's going to be an easy way for you to get referrals, too. If you know a particular language, don't advertise in English. Everyone else is advertising in English. Advertise in Chinese. Advertise in German. If you're good at the German language, you're good at the Spanish, good in Spanish, advertise in Spanish. Put your contact information, make sure it's all ready to go, and then opt in to the regional representatives page in Spanish. And if anybody's looking for somebody to help them in Spanish, they'll find you. Sounds good, huh? Okay. The regional representatives page. We've talked enough about that. Okay. Let's go on to the next current event. Maybe level 2 will be launched after that. Maybe we'll do something else after that. Advertising and surfing website. Well, maybe we'll do that next. We also have some huge enhancements on the member experience coming up. Will help you be more successful at Just Been Paid. Will help you make more money. Will help your referrals understand what they need to do to make money. Follow-up system we'll be putting in place that will greatly increase the effectiveness of our system. Remember, we have over 4,000 people signing up a day. How many people actually buy their first JSS triplet positions? Believe me, it's much less. It's much, much less than that. It's not 4,000 a day, that's for sure. It's not even 3,000 a day, I don't think. We've got to improve our follow-up system. It will help you make more money. So you can then concentrate on finding new people to join the program. You don't have to spend a lot of time helping people do what they need to do to be successful. The system will automatically do that. And other new parts of the system that we'll be putting into place, including brand new programs, which are still in the planning. It's not time to talk about those yet. I think that's most of the information on current events. Let's now open up the room to your questions. If you have any questions at all, I'm here to answer them. I won't leave till all the questions in red are answered. So if you have questions for me, get one of the moderators to put your questions into the room so I can take a look at them and answer them. Any question is okay. I know some people think some questions are not cool. They're worried they're going to scare people away or something. I don't think any programs are going to scare anybody. Nothing is going to scare people away from Just Been Paid. Nothing is going to. So give me a second and I'll start answering questions. Here we go. First question is Betty from Betty. Thanks, Cindy. How long will it take to approve the matrix training written by Nina? We need at the earliest to learn about that. I don't know, but I like your question. We need to do that as soon as possible. I agree. Question from Cece. Is it possible for JVP to have too many members to accommodate? I think not. I don't think there is ever a limit. As long as our technology in place, we have to have the technology in place. We have to have enough servers, enough technology, because it's a lot different. We have how many members now? 200, 280, 290, something like that. 290,000 members signed up for Just Been Paid. To take a look, soon we're going to have 500,000, then we're going to have 1 million, then we're going to have 2 million. All we have to do is keep on improving the speed of our system. And if we get over our heads, then we'll call in the National Guard. Or, no, we won't do that. Oh, my goodness. We'll call in somebody who does have the knowledge to get us to the next level. Next question is from Michael. Fred mentioned in a call a cutoff date from converted triples. Then he said random. What about every triplet converted be a good idea? So no gap in time for triplets maturing over time. If you have a suggestion about how we can do the restarts better, let us know. We'll be working on the next restarts soon, I'm sure, at least preparing for it. As I said, we never know when it's going to be, and we're never going to tell you ahead of time. But we have to make sure the next one goes as smoothly as possible, so we'll probably be preparing for it in the coming weeks and months. Graham has the next question. Is JVP going to address the matter of what happened to Gary and Christy? Who's Gary and Christy? So it doesn't happen anymore. Scammers are having a great time at the moment. Graham, I think you're exaggerating. Now, if you want us to start sending out emails regularly that remind everybody these are some of the tricks that scammers use to trick you into doing something you shouldn't be doing at Just Been Paid, we could start doing that. If you think that's important, then we could start doing that. Just like a lot of other companies have to do. Anybody ever received an email from your bank, or was supposed to be from your bank, and it said, well, we need more information. You need more information about your bank account, or you have to click on this link to update your banking information. That's a dead giveaway, right? Why is that not a dead giveaway at Just Been Paid? Just Been Paid has your money too, right? Why would you click on a link in an email or give your information to somebody over the phone or send somebody your information if you're not sure it's coming from Just Been Paid? Why would you do that? Conrado asks the next question. When we explain that we buy advertising at Triplers, for what we buy that advertising, where are the ad packages? We don't have the ad packages available to you yet, but we're keeping track of every purchase that you make, and when our advertising server comes up, you'll be able to spend them. Mitch Matt has the next question. Will the new program feed into JVP like Tripler does? Probably it will, Mitch Matt. We want to keep the JSS system running very well, and if we can keep feeding new programs at JSS, that's going to make JSS even more of a success than it is now. Cindy said, Carl, I stand corrected. Tickets are taken an average of 2 to 3 days, and most are answered within 36 hours, according to Taylor. Let's look at that. Now, see? What's wrong with that? But 2 to 3 days, 1 to 3 days is a good answer, right? 1 to 3 days. Within 36 hours. Yeah. We've made some incredible advancements in our support area, in the conference room here, in the help desk, everywhere at Just Been Paid. We've made some huge enhancements, and much of that comes from the efforts of Talon, our support director. And I hired him and I found him. So I'll take full credit for everything Talon does. Thanks so much, Talon, for your hard work. He works really hard, and he's really smart too. He's made some huge improvements in the way we do business at Just Been Paid. Christy, you need to contact Frederick, but I think Christy already knows why we took money out of her account, and she's trying to make a big deal of it, and it's not fair. And if she continues to do that, we should ban her from the room. You get that, Christy? Christy lost commissions. He received commissions because a scammer, somebody that did fraudulent activity in the system, earned her lots of money in commissions. And we took those commissions away because she was no longer entitled to them. And, of course, she didn't like that. Chris asks the next question. Will it take a new member 5 to 7 days to get their ID or a help desk reply? Yeah, if there's some kind of problem, then it might take 5 to 7 days. Normally, it's going to take 1 to 3 days. Talon just said that, right? Talon's our support director. He knows how long it takes. There could be a certain instance where it takes longer, but normally it's going to take 1 to 3 days to get your help desk request answered. CC asks the next question. Carl, the existing members who have proved themselves after a certain period of time should be able to deal directly through JBP and bypass the processors. Who are you going to deal with at JBP and bypass the processors? You have to use a payment processor to spend your money at Just Been Paid, right? There's no other way to do that. We don't have any other way to take care of your money requests. Either you pay us money or you receive withdrawals from our system, right? I'm not quite understanding what you're saying, I don't think. Gary asks the next question. What sort of precautions are being taken against the rabid hacking that's going on? Gary, how do you know it's rabid? How do you know it's rabid? Remember, we have 270, 280, might be 290,000 members now Just Been Paid. So if you hear of a few hackers doing a few things that Just Been Paid, that is not rabid. It's not a huge problem, but we are handling every single hacker problem as they come up. Looking for the next question. And it looks like I might be almost done here. Billy has a question. Who is responsible for hackers who hack into your account and stole your money? You are responsible. If you give your password to a hacker and they hack into your account and take your money, then it's your problem. Make sure you use good passwords. Make sure you change your passwords. You will receive an email if a hacker tries to take your money. So make sure you use a good email address at Just Been Paid also. Don't use an email address that goes into your spam folder or emails that you never read, right? That wouldn't be too smart. Next question, almost the last question too. If you have any questions tonight, please put them in the room soon. Otherwise, I won't be answering them. Of course, we have the moderators in the room. They're in here sometimes 24/7. They will answer your questions also, of course. Jennifer asked, Carl, why is it taking so long to add the follow-up system? This is a major marketing tool. We're almost done. Keep in mind there are people making thousands of dollars per week in our system by advertising their affiliate website. The existing system works very, very well. But yes, it could work better. It can always work better. We'll be doing some things that will make it work even better. The existing system will already help you make thousands of dollars per week the way it is right now. Just ask some of our top promoters. Look at what the top promoters are making. Look at what the top 10 promoters are making. There are a lot of promoters that are not on that list. The top 10 promoters are on the Just Been Paid blog. There are a lot of people that are not on that list. They're also making a lot of money from their referrals. The existing system already works very, very well. Carl, another question. Do you ever sleep? Yeah. I've gotten a lot more sleep lately. It's mostly because of the efforts of Talon Ferreira. He's our new support director. Gotten more sleep lately too because of Patrick, our star programmer, Just Been Paid, because of Cindy Leponzi's efforts here in the conference room, because of Susan Reed's efforts in the help desk or help desk manager, because of Louis Paquette and his team of people, because of Snoop and his team of people. I've been getting a lot more sleep lately, let me tell you. And our system's working pretty good right now, it really is. But there will be many more challenges to come, I'm sure. Next question comes from Dale. Are there emails presently going out by JBP asking members to confirm their email address? Yes, there are. They're supposed to be. I think they stopped for a few weeks and we didn't notice it. We've got new automation going into place every single day to help the system work better, more efficiently, more effectively, more reliably. If you haven't confirmed your email address because you got interrupted, your sign-up process got interrupted, you didn't create your Just Been Paid account, you didn't put in your username and password, then we'll send you a reminder email. That's another 100,000 people probably that we send reminder emails to every day, I believe it's every day, that remind you to take the next step and confirm your email address so you can participate by logging in and, of course, buying your JSS triplet positions. Greg asked the next question. When will the feed from the JSS triplet January 7th restart be finished? I think in a week. I'm still short 9 of my 47. So you only have 9 more positions to receive. Yeah, that sounds about right. About 3/4 of your positions. Over 3/4 of yours. You have over 3/4 of yours already. There might be one last person who gets their position in the JSS triplet restart feed who hasn't got any positions yet. They might be the last position that's placed in the whole system, and they were only supposed to receive 1 position. So it looks like Greg's doing fine. Birdie has the next question. If I pass away, could my wife take over the business? All she needs is your username and password, or your member ID and password, or actually just your email address, the rights to your email address, right? If a hacker has your email address or the password to your email address, they can take over your account, right? Your wife can take over your account if she has the proper credentials, if she has login and password to your account and to your payment processor accounts, obviously. But most important would just be to your Just Been Paid account, and then she can put her own payment processor accounts in there and withdraw the money to that. Cindy says, JC asks the next question. When will the JVP members area be revamped? Meaning get rid of the booster and warp be gone. I don't know, but I know it's high on the priority list. Pam has the next question. Can Carl Fix purchase JSS positions that are not received? Purchase JSS positions that are not received. If you did not receive JSS positions that you purchased, just send an email to the help desk. Sometimes you have to wait a few hours for them to be placed. But normally you should have them within a few hours. If you're talking about purchase JSS positions, yeah. And C. Smith has the next question. Keep those questions coming. When the questions are done, then I'll be leaving. C. Smith asks the next question. When the restart feed is over, we will still have to wait 20 days for our JSS Matrix premiums to cycle. As soon as you receive a JSS position, just buy placements and placement upgrades. Whenever you upgrade a placement to premium, as soon as you have your JSS matrix, you don't have to wait to receive the rest of your JSS matrices from the restart feed, right? As soon as you have a JSS matrix, it's yours, and you can start taking the necessary steps to get it to cycle and to get your $60 rebate. And step one, as far as I know, the best thing to do is just buy a placement for spots number 1 and number 2 in each matrix that you receive. Is everybody doing okay tonight? Anything else I can answer for anybody? Tomorrow morning is the next time I'll be here, in case you want to stop by. Right now I'm in here 5 times a week. Another 2 times a week. Dominic's taking over for me Fridays and Saturday mornings. Otherwise, feel free to stop by tomorrow morning. Wheelie has a question. How much are you making per day, Carl? Well, I was making $1,000 a day. Now it's gone down quite a bit. I was making $1,000 a day. I expect to go up to $10,000 a day in a few weeks, if you can believe it. It's hard to believe, I know. This is a money-making system. It's a money maker. It's a money machine. You put in money, you get money out. You get more money out. You buy advertising, we give you everything back you put in plus more. If we can't give you everything back with JSS, we give it to you back in JSS Tripler, we give it back to you in JSS. But you always get back more than you put in. Nobody loses any money. Need I say more? It's really, really an incredible system. Cindy says as a question, some are waiting till after the restart feed to buy premiums in the restart matrices. I don't think it's wise to wait. Isn't it first come, first serve for the premiums being filled? Sure, it's first come, first serve. Best thing to do is listen to what Snoop has to say, but because he does this all day long. I don't do it. I do it every day for my own matrices. my own matrices. Stretch out longer. There's nothing to do with that. 30 days or even more. The next restart feed should go faster because we'll have a faster server in place. We're upgrading our systems all the time. Sometimes maybe the restarts will go a little bit slower, the restart feed. Sometimes they'll go a little bit faster. Depends on where we are, how fast our server is just before the restart. Maybe we'll make... We'll see. Keep in mind, a lot of the questions that people have are really not that important. Individual people might think they are, but they're really not that important. Our system is already set up so that it works extremely well. You can make a lot of money. You just have to follow the steps. It has to be a little bit complicated to work properly, to be indefinitely sustainable, for example. But for you to make a lot of money, you don't have to know. You really don't have to know a lot about the system. You really do not. Okay, everybody. Well, I'll see you then tomorrow morning in case you want to stop by. Otherwise, I wish you a great evening. I wish you much success at Just Been Paid and hope to see you back again soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.